Deluxe editions of albums are so back. I felt for a while now that a lot of deluxe editions of albums were just a couple songs that weren't good enough to make the first cut, but also weren't bad enough to be scrapped completely. However, over the course of the past year and a half, 2 years, there have been 8 deluxe editions of albums that came out that showed me that they're doing wonders for artists' careers. The way that they're being made has changed a little bit, and a lot of the songs that are on them are some of the best songs from the entire project. Now, of course, I'm talking about Olivia Rodrigo's Guts Spilled, Lizzie McAlpine's Older and Wiser, Role Models' Kansas Anymore, The Longest Goodbye, Gracie Abrams' The Secret of Us Deluxe, Charlie XCX's Brat and It's the Same but there's 3 more songs so it's not, Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet Deluxe, Eternal Sunshine, Brighter Days Ahead, and Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets Department Anthology, which I know is technically a double album, but the way it's displayed on streaming, it's just a deluxe. First of all, Olivia Rodrigo's Guts Spilled and Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet Deluxe are both great examples of albums that had songs that were good enough to go on the original album but were held back and put on the deluxe. The fan favorite song Obsessed on Olivia Rodrigo's deluxe album was initially a bonus track on one of the records, but it did not even make it onto streaming until the deluxe came out. The same thing goes for Busy Woman by Sabrina Carpenter. These 2 deluxe editions are also good examples of how deluxe editions are changing. A lot of times artists used to just keep a couple songs from the original and put them on the deluxe, but now they release the standard, go on tour, and after they have a little bit more experience, they'll write a couple new songs and add those to the ones that were kept from the original record for the deluxe. I believe Sabrina Carpenter did this with 15 Minutes, and I'm pretty sure Olivia Rodrigo also did this with So American, 2 of the best songs from both of their deluxe. A good deluxe edition can also really make an artist's career right now. Lizzie McAlpine, Role Model, and Gracie Abrams all had career-changing hits from their deluxe editions in the past year and a half. Lizzie McAlpine with Pushing It Down and Praying and Spring into Summer, Role Model with Sally When the Wine Runs Out, and Gracie Abrams with That's So True. I don't know about Lizzie McAlpine, but Role Model and Gracie Abrams probably would not be in the same position they're in their career now if it had not been for those songs performing so well from the deluxe. Another example of this would even be Charlie XCX's song Guess with Billie Eilish, which I know was on the remix album, but it was a remix of the song Guess, which was on the deluxe. That remix was one of the main songs that catapulted Charlie back into mainstream success with Brat. Ariana Grande's Eternal Sunshine, Brighter Days Ahead had the song Twilight Zone, which I think perfectly added on to the album and just gave it a more well-rounded narrative. Plus, her deluxe edition came with a short film, which I thought was really cool. And last but not least, Taylor Swift, The Tortured Poets Department, The Anthology, which, as I said earlier, I know it's not technically a deluxe. She announced it as a double album, but on streaming, it is considered a deluxe. I think The Anthology is a bit of a diverse body of work for Taylor because I do think it has some of her weaker songs on it, but it also has one of the best songs of her whole career, in my opinion, Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. I'm really happy to see that deluxe editions are so back in full swing because for a long time, I feel like I wasn't that excited for them. When an artist announced a deluxe edition, I kind of knew it was just a couple throwaway songs, so I was like, whatever. But now, when they're announced, I get almost as excited as I was for the initial album. Because ultimately, I know that when that deluxe comes out, it's going to be just as good, if not maybe even a little bit better than the original album. It's probably going to have a couple hits on it, it's probably going to round out the storyline a bit better, and it's probably also going to reflect